The vision of inner peace. Imagine standing in the middle of a hurricane, not with fear or panic, but with calmness so profound that the storm cannot touch you. It sounds impossible, but what if I told you this unshakable state is achievable? Through the wisdom of Buddhist teachings, we can cultivate resilience, clarity, and peace in the face of life's inevitable challenges. In our modern world, full of noise, criticism, and constant change, finding calm might feel elusive. Yet, these ancient teachings aren't relics of the past. They are living, breathing principles designed to help anyone navigate life's trials. Today, let's explore 10 transformative Buddhist principles that will help you build a life where chaos doesn't control you. Principle 1. Firm purpose as your guiding star. Living a meaningful life begins with a clear purpose. Without it, you are like a ship without a rudder, tossed aimlessly by waves of uncertainty. Purpose anchors you, giving you strength and clarity even in the toughest times. Original teaching. The Buddha famously said, "Your work is to discover your work, and then, with all your heart, to give yourself to it." This is not just a call to action. It's an invitation to align your life with what deeply matters. Expanding the wisdom. In today's world, distractions are everywhere, from endless scrolling on social media to chasing fleeting trends. It's easy to lose sight of what truly matters. Firm purpose cuts through this noise, acting as a compass that keeps you on the path toward your goals. But discovering your purpose isn't always straightforward. It requires reflection, self-awareness, and courage to prioritize what resonates with your inner self. Practical application. Start your day by asking yourself, what are the 3 things that truly matter to me? How do my actions today align with these priorities? Even small steps, like writing down your thoughts in a journal or setting daily intentions, can sharpen your focus and bring your purpose to life. Real-life example. Think of J.K. Rowling, who wrote Harry Potter while grappling with poverty and personal struggles. Despite rejections and challenges, her unwavering purpose to tell her story kept her moving forward. Her dedication turned a simple idea into a global phenomenon, proving the power of a clear purpose. Key takeaway. A firm purpose isn't just about what you achieve, it's about the meaning you bring to your journey. With purpose guiding you, life's storms become navigable, and challenges become stepping stones. Principle 2. Becoming untouchable. Imagine possessing the ability to remain calm and unaffected no matter what others say or do. This isn't indifference, it's emotional mastery. Buddhism teaches us that the key to inner peace lies in controlling our reactions, not the actions of others. Original teaching. No one can hurt you without your consent. This profound insight reminds us that suffering often comes not from events themselves but from how we perceive and react to them. Expanding the wisdom. Let's be honest, people can be hurtful. A snide comment, a dismissive glance, or outright criticism can sting. However, by realizing that we control our emotional responses, we reclaim our power. Becoming untouchable doesn't mean ignoring problems. Instead, it's about facing them with a calm mind. When negativity arises, ask yourself, does this truly define me? Practical application. The next time someone tries to provoke you, pause and take a deep breath. Mentally remind yourself that their words or actions are not a reflection of your worth. Respond, if necessary, with calmness, not anger. A story to inspire. A famous Buddhist monk once faced insults from a villager who despised him. Instead of reacting, the monk smiled and said, "If someone offers you a gift and you do not accept it, to whom does the gift belong?" This simple question highlights the essence of being untouchable, choosing not to accept negativity into your heart. Key takeaway. By mastering your reactions, you build an emotional shield that protects your peace. Over time, this practice fosters confidence and strength, making you less vulnerable to external negativity. Principle 3. Transforming insults into lessons. Every insult or criticism we encounter is an opportunity to practice patience and self-awareness. Buddhism teaches us that insults often reveal more about the speaker than the recipient. Original teaching. Buddha taught, hatred does not cease by hatred but only by love. This eternal rule invites us to break cycles of negativity by responding with kindness and understanding. Expanding the wisdom. When someone insults you, it's natural to feel hurt or angry. But pause for a moment and consider, why is this person acting this way? Could their words reflect their inner struggles or insecurities? Understanding this makes it easier to detach from the insult and respond with compassion. Practical application. If someone criticizes you unfairly, reply with kindness. I appreciate your perspective. Thank you for sharing. Reflect later on whether the criticism holds any truth. If it does, use it as a tool for growth. A real-life perspective. Mahatma Gandhi endured ridicule and criticism throughout his life. Instead of retaliating, he responded with patience, ultimately turning his detractors into supporters. His ability to transform negativity into opportunity for understanding changed the course of history. Key takeaway. An insult is only as powerful as the weight you give it. By shifting your perspective, you turn criticism into a chance to grow stronger and more compassionate. Structure for remaining principles. Each principle will follow this approach. Summary of the Buddhist teaching. Clearly present the core idea in Buddha's words. Expanded insights. Discuss its relevance in today's context, using relatable analogies and personal reflections. Practical application. Offer actionable steps for readers, viewers to apply the principle in their lives. Stories and examples. Include inspiring anecdotes or case studies to make the lesson tangible and memorable. Key takeaway. Conclude each section with a simple, impactful message. Principle 4. The art of letting go. Clinging to past hurts, grudges, or unfulfilled desires binds us to unnecessary suffering. Buddhism teaches us that liberation comes from releasing attachments and embracing impermanence. Original teaching. Buddha said, "You only lose what you cling to." This wisdom reminds us that holding on tightly to people, outcomes, or material things causes pain when they inevitably change. Expanding the wisdom. Modern life is full of attachments to relationships, possessions, and even our self-image. Yet, nothing lasts forever. When we accept this reality, we can approach life with gratitude rather than fear. Letting go doesn't mean giving up. It means freeing ourselves from expectations that things will always remain the same. Practical application. Practice mindfulness by observing your thoughts when you feel resistance to change. Ask yourself, what am I clinging to? And why? Write down a list of things you fear losing and reflect on how life would still go on without them. Inspiring story. A monk once carried a heavy bag while walking with his disciples. When asked why he didn't put it down, he replied, "This is what clinging feels like, unnecessary weight. Once you let it go, you'll feel lighter." Key takeaway. Letting go is not about losing, it's about gaining freedom. When you release your grip, life becomes a flow rather than a struggle. Principle 5. Practicing gratitude for the present moment. Happiness doesn't come from waiting for perfect circumstances, it's found in appreciating the now. Original teaching. Do not dwell in the past. Do not dream of the future. Concentrate the mind on the present moment. Expanding the wisdom. We often chase an ideal future or replay past regrets. But in doing so, we miss the beauty of the present. Gratitude transforms ordinary moments into extraordinary ones. Grounding is in the richness of now. Practical application. Start a gratitude journal, listing 3 things each day you're thankful for. Take 5 minutes daily to pause, breathe, and observe your surroundings without judgment. Real-life perspective. Consider Eckhart Tolle, whose teachings on living in the present moment have transformed countless lives. His bestseller The Power of Now echoes Buddhist principles by emphasizing that true peace arises only when we stop resisting the present. Key takeaway. The present moment is the only one we truly own. By embracing it fully, we unlock a profound source of joy and contentment. Principle 6. Embracing impermanence. Life is constantly changing, and so are we. Recognizing impermanence helps us navigate transitions with grace rather than fear. Original teaching. All conditioned things are impermanent. When one sees this with wisdom, one turns away from suffering. Expanding the wisdom. From seasons changing to relationships evolving, impermanence is a universal truth. While it can be daunting, it's also freeing. It reminds us that pain and hardship are temporary, just as joy and success are fleeting. Practical application. When faced with a challenge, remind yourself, this too shall pass. Celebrate impermanence by creating traditions, like seasonal reflections or celebrating life's small changes. Story of growth. Steve Jobs once reflected on death as life's greatest change agent. His awareness of impermanence drove him to live each day with purpose, leaving behind a legacy that continues to inspire. Key takeaway. Impermanence is not a threat, it's a promise of renewal. Embracing it allows us to cherish life's moments and adapt to its ever-changing flow. Principle 7. Kindness as a superpower. Buddhism teaches that kindness is not only transformative for others but also a source of inner strength. Original teaching. Radiate boundless love towards the entire world. Expanding the wisdom. In a world often driven by competition, kindness might seem naive, yet it holds immense power to disarm hostility, build connections, and heal wounds. Acts of kindness, even small ones, create ripples that transform both the giver and the receiver. Practical application. Commit to one act of kindness each day, like a compliment or helping someone in need. Practice loving kindness meditation, silently wishing well-being for yourself and others. A story of inspiration. Mother Teresa's life exemplified kindness. Her unwavering commitment to serving the poorest of the poor showed how compassion could illuminate even the darkest corners of the world. Key takeaway. Kindness is not weakness, it's strength in action. It softens hearts, bridges divides, and creates a more harmonious world. Principle 8. Mindfulness as the key to clarity. Mindfulness is the practice of being fully present and aware without judgment. It's a cornerstone of Buddhist teaching and a powerful tool for mental clarity. Original teaching. Peace comes from within, do not seek it without. Expanding the wisdom. Our minds often wander, trapped in worries about the future or regrets about the past. Mindfulness grounds us in the present, sharpening focus and calming anxieties. Practical application. Start with simple exercises like mindful eating, savoring every bite without distractions. Use guided meditation apps to build a daily mindfulness habit. Example in action. The rise of mindfulness in schools and workplaces has shown its universal benefits. From reducing stress to boosting productivity, its impact is profound. Key takeaway. Mindfulness is the gateway to inner peace and external effectiveness. By cultivating it, we find clarity in a noisy world. Principle 9. Finding strength in community. Buddhism emphasizes the value of the Sangha, or spiritual community, in supporting personal growth. Original teaching. A good friend who points out mistakes and imperfections and rebukes evil is to be respected as if he reveals a secret of hidden treasure. Expanding the wisdom. Growth is rarely a solo journey. Surrounding yourself with like-minded individuals creates a support system that fosters accountability, learning, and shared inspiration. Practical application. Join a meditation group, book club, or online community aligned with your values. Build a habit of honest, compassionate dialogue with your closest friends or family. A real-life perspective. Consider how Alcoholics Anonymous, thrives on the principle of community, offering a safe space for individuals to share, grow, and heal together. Key takeaway. Community multiplies strength and divides burdens. Together, we can achieve more than we ever could alone. Principle 10. Living with compassionate wisdom. Compassion without wisdom can be overwhelming. And wisdom without compassion can be cold. Buddhism teaches us to balance these two for a life of harmony. Original teaching. Wisdom is like fire. Compassion is the heat it radiates. Expanding the wisdom. True wisdom involves seeing the interconnectedness of all beings, while compassion moves us to act in ways that alleviate suffering. Together, they create meaningful, impactful lives. Practical application. When helping others, ask yourself if your actions empower them or create dependency. Reflect on how your decisions affect others, ensuring they align with both compassion and reason. A story to conclude. The Dalai Lama embodies compassionate wisdom, advocating for kindness while addressing global issues with rationality and foresight. His balanced approach inspires millions to live more thoughtfully. Key takeaway. Wisdom and compassion together create a life of purpose, love, and impact. Strive to nurture both in equal measure. Conclusion. Building your unshakable life. The journey to inner peace isn't about escaping life's challenges but embracing them with grace. By practicing these 10 Buddhist principles: purpose, emotional mastery, letting go, gratitude, impermanence, kindness, mindfulness, community, and compassionate wisdom, you can create a foundation for unshakable resilience. Remember, transformation doesn't happen overnight. Be patient, practice consistently, and watch as these timeless teachings bring peace, strength, and joy into your life.